If you're looking for fast, reliable, and trusted auto transportation, look no further than Blackhorse Auto Transport. Whether your vehicle's running or not, let us haul your classic, exotic, or luxury vehicle today. Whether it's across town or across the country, Blackhorse Auto Transport has all of your needs. Find us on Facebook at Blackhorse Auto Transport or give us a call at area code 704-308-7740. And there you have it. Blackhorse Auto Transport, the sponsor of our Charlotte Roval, as we're getting ready to have qualifying underway right here at the Charlotte Roval. Matt Levitt's going to be up first here in just a moment. A little bit about what we're doing here. Blackhorse Auto Transport 100 is going to get underway tomorrow, but we're going to have roughly about something like 80 drivers qualify tonight, maybe a little less than that. 2.24 miles is the Charlotte Roval. The air temperature 101 degrees, or I'm sorry, the track temperature 101 degrees. Things are going to cool off, and it's just going to be a lot of fun. I appreciate everybody out there watching and streaming. Share it on Facebook. Give us a live, give us a watch party on Facebook. On Twitch, host the session if you want to. YouTube, give us a like and subscribe. Hit the notifications for all of those live, feeds that you're going to get. And we're going to get things underway here, and we're going to have some fun. Charlotte Roval is going to be tricky, but it's going to be the best tricky that you can ask for. Matt Lovett's going to be up first. We have our huge qualifying order. Make sure that you look on our Facebook page. We've got a couple of new posts out there, especially this fantastic company that that's going to be sponsoring the Charlotte Roval right here, Blackhorse Auto Transport. Todd Klinger is the guy that maintains and heads that up. Great individual to sit there and chat with. And things are getting underway now. Matt Levitt's going to take his out lap, so they have one lap to qualify, and that's how it's going to be for them. If they mess it up, then we're going to go off of points for the rest of the qualifying order. But track temperature is set, variable fixed weather. Dynamic weather, not variable fixed weather. Fun stuff. They can mess up on their out lap, but they just can't mess up on their qualifying lap. So that's kind of how that's going to go. You're going to see Matt Levitt come around. A little bit about what the track looks like. There's the backstretch. On the backstretch, they're going to have a bus stop that's going to be right in the middle of it, and this is the newer Charlotte Roval. There's a bus stop on the back, and then there's a 90-degree bus stop chicane, or a 90-degree chicane right there on the front stretch. So Matt Levitt's going to get us underway. We're going to have Matthew Jorgensen. I believe he got moved off to the side just a little bit, so we're going to see who's going to be sitting on pit road here in just a moment. First lap about to begin for the number 41. And as you can see him come through that chicane right there, 90-degree turn. And it's official. First lap underway for the 41 Dark Horse Racing Machine. A lot of fun out there. Untouchable Mike, we are underway. Bosley Games out there, can't wait to run the truck series for such an amazing league. Thank you. Glad that Roval isn't on the schedule. No, we will have a road course, but it'll be something different. So Matt Levitt out there, he's going to come around. There's turn 5 for you, I'm still learning the terminology for all of this, guys. So if I mess up terminology, don't beat the horse. Onto the backstretch, coming around, getting ready to gain some speed for the bus stop. We're going to show the dashboard, of course. There he is, 164 miles an hour, 170 coming in, braking gears down to second gear right there. Coming in, cutting across, going to come around, gets a little bit loose, cuts the paint like most of the drivers do, saves a couple of seconds on it, and up to speed he gets. So much fun, even a dog can handle it. There is the 41 of Matt Levitt. He's coming around. Next car on the track, should already be on the track, Mr. Brandon Frontal. There he is. Matt Levitt putting in his first time right there. He comes across with a 1:19.321. He's going to come in there and park it. And Frontal doing his deal. He is out there completing his out lap. See the speed of the number 5 has won a pole here for it. Also the No Limit Racing owner right there. So if you see a lot of our broadcasts for No Limit Racing, that's the guy that you're going to be looking at. Appreciate everybody out there watching. Thank you very much for all of the stuff you do, all the new follows, all of the just everything is absolutely amazing. Part of what we're going to be doing for the rest of the year is once we get to 5,000 likes, he's going to cut across this chicane right there, misses it, has to give up some time, and then now he is underway. Hopefully it doesn't hurt his time too bad. There's the 5 of frontal pole. It's hard to judge all of that, but that was before the start-finish line, so he is good to go. This lap will count. There he is coming around turn 3. The independent, I'm trying to remember, it's a horseshoe. It's some type of horseshoe going on there. So there it is. There's a horseshoe. Horseshoe turn coming all the way into what was considered turn 5 coming up right here. And turn 5 is going to be the backstretch turn. There he is onto the backstretch running high. He's going to come down, dive low. We're going to see some good things out of this guy. Next car out is going to be coming out here in just a second. Here's Brandon Frontal making his out lap. Roval intimidating for folks. Ooh, misses the wall right there. Nice little turn. And as Brandon makes it, Matt Cherry is going to start making his out lap. There he is, Incognito Racing, number 48, running that Allied Chevrolet 48 paint scheme. Brandon coming across the front stretch, misses the chicane, does a great job. His lap's going to count. And there he is. Brandon Frontal turning in a 125.441. No doubt that that time in the beginning, giving that up, hurt that time. So 125.441, currently P2. Matt Cherry out there to run the course. He is, of course, on the backstretch right now, doing a great job of keeping things going green. Tomorrow's going to be exciting. We appreciate everybody out there all over the spectrum doing great things for us. All of the shares, all of the likes. There is the 48 getting up to speed, coming around at turn 3, turn 4, what would be normal in the Roval. Coming into the 90-degree chicane on the front stretch. Does a great job getting in there, gets up to speed. The difference right there. There he is, the 48. There's that hairpin turn on turn 1. A lot of drivers get loose right there, tap the wall, but Matt Cherry doing a great job. You hear him get down to speed, coming across the chicane, or the turn 2, turn 3 entrance right there. Gets a little bit loose, but does a great job holding on. He does. He is flying. Oh, almost off the track. Nice save for the 48. As you see him right here. He is holding on to dear life. The 48 coming around onto the backstretch. Sliding. That's what you're going to be looking at. All right. There is Matt Cherry. He's going to hit that chicane, or that bus stop right here. Down into first gear. Nice braking as you see him right there. Gets a little bit loose in acceleration, but he does a great job of continuing to go forward. Ford out front of Lovett. Brandon Frontal and that 46 Branding Co. Speaking of 46 Branding, he is a part of all of our broadcasts. Matt Cherry coming in, making that 90-degree turn. Gets a little bit loose, but comes across with a 122.984. As you see, Matt Cherry now going to go out. Jake Elrod is already on the track. The OCR Blackhorse Auto Transport number 14. Oceanside Cleaner right there. Getting out there, trying to complete a lap. Clean laps are better than the rest of them. So that's what they're looking forward to. Speaking of 46 branding, make sure you go to 46branding.com, FOURTY6SIX branding.com to find out more about all of those. There's the turtles right there. Those things can be quite dangerous, but speed not going to affect him right there as he gets back up into it. 90-degree chicane's not going to be that hard of an issue, but splitter, I don't see any damage on that. We're going to see how that's going to work for him as he brakes hard into the 90-degree chicane, comes over the edge. And he's going to start his first lap as it gets underway. We are still out here to run some laps. There goes Jake Elrod getting into that turn 1 on the entrance of turn 2. Runs it out high. Turn 3 coming up right here. Nice little straightaway, good acceleration. He didn't get very loose right there, so nice little comfortable margin. Turn 4 into turn 5. This is the International Horseshoe, I believe that's what it's called. I'm not sure. We'll just go with it. We'll make up names as we go if we have to. There is the backstretch. I believe that's turn 6 and turn 7 coming around. There it is. Back chicane coming up. May have a track map that I may need to put up tomorrow and just have all that information. Jake Elrod, Georgia driver, doing great jobs. OCR, Oceanside Cleaners. That's a Florida or a southeast cleaning service. Make sure you check those guys out, of course. 14 of Jake Elrod doing a great job. Next car coming out on the track as Jake Elrod comes around to complete it. Joe Sanchez, one of the fastest guys on the track during practice, is out there trying to complete his lap. As there's Jake Elrod, cleanly gets through the chicane and comes around. His time is going to be a 1:23.705 as he resets. Someone who's fast. There he is. Joe Sanchez at number 55 had the pole position at Bristol out there with that Sherwin-Williams paint scheme. Works for Sherwin-Williams as well. Thank you for everybody tuning in right there to see the numbers just climbing. Start those watch parties. Let's get this thing above 2,000. That was our goal. We did something like 2,300 not too long ago. We always want to have 2,000 out there, so appreciate it. Share it out there on iRacing Setup and Talk, everything iRacing, whatever you want to do with that. And there's Joe Sanchez, the number 55, enjoying the cold brewski right there. Joe Sanchez all the way down to second gear right there on the front stretch as he's going to get back into a nice chicane run right there. Take a look from the nose view of the car. This is what it looks like whenever you are this front splitter of this vehicle. As he comes around, you're going to see him right here accelerate into it. Stays in second gear, gets into it, braking ever so gently. Accelerating through the corner, you're going to see him right here. He's going to ease into the throttle. Gets everything going, cuts it nicely. Comes around to the backstretch, and this is where it gets interesting, of course. Turn 3 always, or turn 2 right there. So you see him coming around. Here is that chicane, or that bus stop. You see him right there. He gets his tires up high, comes around, runs that bus stop over. Matt Roberts going to be the next car coming out, as you see him right there. Rowdy Motorsports. Joe Sanchez, though, here he comes into the 90-degree chicane on the front stretch. And lots of fast times for a lot of drivers. 1:20.244, good for P2. As Matt Lovett pulls out a 1:19 still waiting for that next 1:19. There he is back on there. Matt Roberts out there, the number 11. Rowdy Motorsports. All about freedom. That's what they're looking at. All about freedom. Solid lap for the number 14. Absolutely. Good time for Jake Elrod. There is Blackhorse Auto Transport out there. We appreciate you, Mr. Todd Klinger. Running a fantastic company. Here is that Freedom number 11. Just trying to get out there. Solid lap is going to be important. It's going to be more important than just fast times as we see these guys getting out there trying to complete their laps. First session might be a little bit quicker than the second session. We had some drivers that needed to switch spots. But not, to say the least, all the fun stuff happening. The number 11 of Matt Roberts making a nice turn coming around to the front stretch. You see him right there. Turn one, always a doozy for a lot of drivers, but there he goes. Nice, clean entry. Comes across and comes down. You see him making these nice turn two and turn three working very nicely for him right there. Almost gets onto the grass, does a great job staying out of it. Down to turn two. Matt Roberts coming around to get onto that, coming out of the international horseshoe, and now about to head onto the backstretch right here. Turn two, a good favorite for everybody. There he goes. Carrying a nice speed all the way around. Next car that's going to be loaded up. You're going to see him come out very, very shortly. Robert Parrott, there he goes. He's getting on the track right now. And Matt Roberts coming through the front stretch, completing the chicane. There he is. Matt Roberts pulls in a 122.270. Nice little lap form right there. Just ahead of Mr. Cherry right there. So there is Robert Parrott doing a great job coming around and completing his outlap as things getting nice and interesting moving forward. Thank you, everybody. Thank you very much. Keep chatting it up out there. We'll talk about whatever you want to talk about. All the drivers. A lot of fun for all of these drivers to get out here and try to run a road course. A lot of them don't like to turn right, that's for sure. But speaking of turning right, we are working on our own IMSA league as well. I'm fortunate enough to be studying some of the things that other leagues are doing right now, and I'm going to continue to work that as good as possible. The 38 right there gets a little bit loose, comes across. Still good to go. He can still try to complete his outlap. Oh, gets into it, and he's going to miss. I don't know if he hit that or not. There's Robert Parrott, the number 38. Got a little bit loose right there. Coming out of the chicane. Looks like he is still good to go. Not seeing anything bad out of that. We will see what happens as he continues to roll forward. Whole lot of shaking going on. Live qualifying, all the fun in the world. Great things, all great things. Robert Parrott out there on the backstretch trying to get that chicane. He's going to come down and brake nice and easy. Good little acceleration for Robert as he comes around. He is gone, gone, gone. Next driver coming out. My favorite Australian, Darryl Padgett right there. He is out there to complete the lap. Robert Parrott comes around. He is on the front stretch. See if his lap counted for us or if that was just good practice for him. Doesn't look like it's going to count that time because of the loss of control in that first section. But hey, good practice to say the least. He completed a lap. My favorite Australian, Terrell by Chem, number 69, Darryl Padgett. He is out there to complete some laps. He is a nice, fantastic road course driver. We got to get to drive with him a few times. All good things, all good things. There goes the 69 of Darryl out there to run a fantastic lap. He's got his out lap going. And some of our famous people not able to make the race this week. There goes Darryl coming around into the turn, making a nice exit off of the 90-degree chicane. And he's going to start his first lap right here. Good turn for the 69. Driving that Toyota Camry, and is fast. Just needs a solid lap, and I believe he'll be able to do it. Darryl coming around, gets up on the high side of turn 3. Nice entrance. Here he goes. He's going to brake. Gets into it. Nice turn for the 69 of Darryl Padgett. Our favorite Australian continuing to go. There he is. No incidents for him right there. Nice job. Ken Macarthur is going to be one of the guys that comes up next, I believe. We're going to see how that goes. There's Darryl Padgett coming back into the bus stop. And now gets into the exit of the turn. Nice exit for the 69. Running hardcore, that's for sure. Darryl Padgett getting a nice turn off of that chicane. Hits it nicely, very clean exit. He's going to pull away. Believe he's going to get a time here. Trying to make sure it updates. It didn't look like he got any incidents out of that. I'm trying to see why it didn't count him. Ken Macarthur out there. He is running his lap. Top speed for Darryl. He had a nice call. I'm not sure why it zeroed him. It looks like he got an off track out of that. So that's a shame that happened, but I can total the times and see where it goes. Didn't see him get off track, but we will see how that works out. Kenny Macarthur, the number 97, running that signature eSports tape up there. Solid lap for Darryl Padgett. We would have, let's see what his times would have been. Pull the calculator up. Kenny Macarthur coming into the 90-degree chicane. There he is. Nice little run going on. Just got to be clean. Kenny Macarthur on the backstretch right there. 6 have qualified so far. Here he is, cutting that backstretch, that paint, doing what he does. Rowdy Motorsports 97 having fun with it. There goes Kenny Macarthur. Mitchell Cicadas, he is on the track right now, completing his outlet. There goes the 97. Nice little cut across the turtles right there on the chicane. Kenny Macarthur looks like he's going to pull away with a 123.798. He is on the track. Another Toyota out there for you. Cicadas, Dang Racing, number 44. Out there to have some fun. Since Cicadas came on board, he's been quite the pleasurable driver to have in there. Always doing a great job. Always out there for the fun, and definitely enjoy seeing him compete as he comes around to get into the 90-degree chicane on the front stretch. You see him go down to second gear. He's going to cut the turtle and try to stay away from the wall. Nice acceleration. Gets into the start of his first lap. He is going to come into turn one. Nice and heavy, nice and sharp. Nice fluctuation going on as well. See these guys get out there and run. Ooh, locks it up just a little bit on the front right, but stays with it. As you see him come around turn 3 into turn 4. Comes that international U-turn that we were talking about earlier. Turn 5, turn 6 going well. He's going to come onto the backstretch. There he goes. There's the turn 2 Charlotte exit. A lot of good racing going on. A lot of times. I know we've got 7 that have completed laps. Darryl Padgett would have ran a 121.30. That would have 3:00. That would have been his time. There goes Cicadas right there, coming across the turtles on the bus stop right there, and he is out there to try to complete his time. Driver I've been looking forward to seeing, Sean Conklin. He's coming out right now. There comes the 44. He is going to be fast. We're going to see what kind of time he's going to lay out right here. Cicadas, the number 44. Runs a 120.144, so just a 1/10 of a lap faster than Sanchez. Sean Conklin, our youngest driver out there, running the Dragonfire Racing or the DFR, number 58, Grant Williams, the team owner over there. We'll see Grant Williams a little bit later. Oh, the 58 gets up to the wall, but that's all right. He is still allowed to complete his laps. This is just his out lap, so an opportunity for him to get out there and still compete. I've seen these drivers still run fast laps with crushed right sides. There goes the 58. You see him, DFR, doing a great job. We're going to see what kind of lap he's going to turn as he's hugging the wall right there. Gets down, second, third. Here he comes across. Sean Conklin doing a great job of keeping everything in order. Turn 1 for him. He was fast in practice. He ran a 118 the other day, so that is where we saw him continue to improve. Let's see what kind of time he's going to turn out here. Misses the grass. Nice little turn for him. Running heavy speeds. 120 right there into the turn as he comes up and dang near locks the brakes up. High expectations for this kid right here. He has done great jobs. The DFR number 58 comes around, misses the wall this time, so nice adjustment off of the first lap. Sean Conklin, young aspiring talent. There goes the 58, dives hard to the inside, breaks in the right sector, gets back into it, cuts across. There he goes, off onto turn 3. Next driver that's going to be up is going to be Dylan Hastings or Race Pass Motorsports. Sean Conklin gets into it, hits a little bit of the turn, wheel hops right there, wheel hops again, stays out of the wall. Sean Conklin pulling out a 120.351. So there he is. That's going to be the guy. Dylan Hastings, race pass number 9. We're going to talk to Dylan about what race pass is here pretty shortly. He's got some things he's got in the books that I believe we're going to try to maybe implement here in the near future. He's been talking to me about a few of the things that he's been developing for iRacing software. So all good things, that is for sure. The number 9 out there running that race pass paint scheme. Gets into it right there. Second gear, off and running. Number 9 doing a great job of hitting that 90-degree chicane. Comes around clean, clean, clean. There goes the number 9. Off on the stretch we go. Race Pass Motorsports coming around. There's turn 3, turn 4. There's the International Horseshoe right here. Nice heavy turn. Very nice on the entrance. Sharp turn on the exit right there. Nice. Kind of enjoyed watching these guys drive. There's a different line that everybody takes. There's some things that, of course, you just got to do similarly. As the 9 comes up and he hits that high bank of what would be the exit of turn 2 on the backstretch of, or the entrance of turn 2 on the backstretch. And we're going to see Dylan Hastings, the number 9, run his car all the way around. Almost gets into the wall, but nice save from Dylan Hastings, the number 9. Race pass going. Teammate Austin Harger, number 16, getting things underway. There's the 9 coming across the front stretch. Gets into the 90-degree chicane right there, and he's going to come around. Dylan Hastings is going to turn a nice time. 1:23.740. Ken Macarthur's time updated right there. So 10 drivers on the board right now. So far, Austin Harger, you see him right there. So Bulldog sports cards and memorabilia, or sports cards and collectibles. That number 16, he is going to be the sponsor of our Texas race coming up right there. So go and check him out. I believe he's got, we got some social media stuff that we're going to be doing. Darryl Padgett out there on Facebook. Shouldn't have pushed it a little bit too hard. Best of luck. It was a nice lap, Darryl, and I'm not sure where it clipped. I will go back and watch the replay because I don't think that you should have got an off track right there. So I will look at that too. I think iRacing made a boo-boo. There's the 16 of Austin Harger doing a good job there. He comes around turn 1. Also, Austin Harger also a part of the Race Pass Motorsports team. Continue the watch party. Start all the shares out there. Thank you all very much for continuing to go. And Austin is on his qualifying lap right now, carrying 1:18 in the brake zone. But nice smooth lap coming around the International Horseshoe. Show the relative position. Whoop. Hide. Let's show that. There we are. Austin Harger's time right there in his sections. See him, nice acceleration in the corner. And kind of where his time's going to be as we see things work themselves there. And Caston's going to be coming up next. Time to beat 1:19.321. That's going to be it right there for 1:23.678. Another driver that we love to talk about, one of our broadcast sponsors, Hank Caston, a dog named Hank. Check that out on Amazon. Some cool toys for your pets. He's got 3 up there for sale right now that we just love to see. There he is, one of our awesome sponsors. Check all of that stuff out. Also, look him up on social media. We're getting ready to do some work for his social media right there. Hank Caston coming around to complete his outlap. You see his wonderful times moving forward. Comes into the 90-degree turn right there. Nice acceleration coming out. It's one of the cleanest looks I've seen. All he needs to do is just do what he does. So, outlap completed. There's Hank Caston. Sector for Hank Caston over P1. P1 is what we're going to be looking at right there. There's 1:19.321. You see the runs that he has going on. Sometimes you just gotta look at it. There's Hank Caston. Doing a great job. Nobody likes to run the Roval, that's for sure. But these guys have put in a lot of practice. Nice little break zone right there as Hank comes in. He's going to cut across the painted zone on the back. Comes out of into turn 3 and on the exit of turn 4. Acceleration, the key right here, is going to get down into second gear. You see him right there. Nice little turn off right there. That's probably going to be his best bet. There goes Hank Caston. His time, 1:23.032. Up on the board, 2-time winner in the signature eNASCAR Cup Series right now. That Barstool Sports number 25, Lawson Peel. Hasn't put up a time just yet. He will in just a moment. You see him right there, enjoying this opportunity to run. Lawson Peel out there to complete some laps. While we've got a moment, I'm going to take a vocal break. I'll be right back with you. Lawson Peel is going to complete his outlap, and then, yeah, we're going to have some fun.
If you're looking for fast, reliable, and trusted auto transportation, look no further than Blackhorse Auto Transport. Whether your vehicle's running or not, let us haul your classic, exotic, or luxury vehicle today. Whether it's across town or across the country, Blackhorse Auto Transport has all of your needs. Find us on Facebook at Blackhorse Auto Transport or give us a call at area code 704-308-7740.
Bus stop for the 25 as I had to move some things around there. Wanted to make sure you guys could see the cars. Blackhorse Auto Transport, of course, the sponsor for the Charlotte Roval. 100-miler, 45 laps are what we're going to run tomorrow. As now you see the 25 out there making his run, his attempt as he comes across the bus stop, or the turtles right there in the 90-degree chicane. Lawson Peel up there, 1:21.759. Chris Bates, Mr. Donkey himself, out there completing his outlap, the number 10 Monster Energy machine. sectors always being the way that they are. Absolute fantastic moves for everybody. Chris Bates out there running his laps, trying to get everybody out there doing a fantastic job. Keeping it clean. Only a couple of incidents from a couple of the drivers. One of them, I think, was a mistake. And I'm going to look into that on the lap. Number 10 of Chris Bates coming around onto the front stretch. You see the 90-degree chicane that he's going to hit right here. And he's on the exit. Turn 1 coming up for him as he starts his first lap. A little longer qualifying session for us right here. But it's a lot of fun. I get to talk to all of you out there. Hey, where am I? I've got some regular people that are still waiting to work, I believe. I'm going to see what happens here. Everybody is ready for the Charlotte Roval. Qualifying still underway right here live on Twitch, Facebook, and YouTube. Make sure that you guys have all of that going on out there. Do appreciate each and every one of you. All of your likes and shares and comments mean a lot to me. As the number 10 comes around, Chris Bates getting into his lap next to the next car that's going to come out on the track is going to be one of our admins and one of Arkansas's finest out there, Bradley Jacobsen, is going to complete. There's the 10 of Chris Bates. His lap's going to update right there. Chris Bates pulls out a 125.070. Bradley Jacobsen running the famous Mike scheme from The Office, as you see him complete his outlap. Fun little paint scheme right there. He's got over, I know it's at least over 150. I can't remember how many he said it actually was. 150 mics, or prison mics on his, it just cracks me up every time I see it. Bradley Jacobsen, the number 51, he is running very nicely coming into the bus stop right here. It's just going to take it easy coming in through the chicane. Not going to try to overthink it or overwork it, as he's going to get onto the entrance of turn 3 and turn 4. Fantastic little run he has going on. He's going to cut across the marker right there, come down into second gear. You're going to see him make that 90-degree turn right there. Actually into third gear. He was there in second gear for him. All the way around, that's where he's at. Lap 1's where it's at, that's for sure. Solid sector so far for Mr. Dunson. Thank you, everybody out there on Twitch, Facebook, and YouTube. Dunson out there, just looking at some things going on here. Top speed for Bradley Jacobsen so far. It'll be 168, I believe, is what I saw. Top speed for our race leader was, or our current leader, 176. There it is. Mr. Bradley Jacobsen in the mic machine. Up, out there, completing his outlap. My good partner for Tuesdays. There is number 51 coming around, completing his lap. He's going to pull in a 126.53. Jake Elrod updated in the listings right there. There he is. My man completing his outlap. There's the 13 of Michael Wooley, already with a little bit of damage on his left side, but I do believe that was just some wall touching going on there, coming around that international horseshoe. But Mr. Michael Wooley running the NVIDIA scheme, the graphics cards we use in our PCs for Drivers program. Make sure that if you want, we'd appreciate it, and a lot of these drivers would appreciate it too. Get out there and donate. Go to twitch.com/signature esports. Click the About section, and then go in there and hit that donate button. If you donate, it goes right to our PayPal account where we put all of that money into the PCs for Drivers program. There is Mr. Michael Wooley. PCs for Drivers is a program that we have developed to build PCs for drivers who are in need, that are running on systems that, well, first they've been nominated, of course, by other drivers, but they need nice little turn right there. I was just watching Wooley drive. Sorry about that. But the PCs for Drivers program, they get out there and they get nominated for, maybe they have issues or with their PC, or they're running on old systems or something like that, but they use iRacing and gaming and esports as a platform to be social. We see Matt Lovett, who has he's ran the NAMI scheme out there, at Suicide Prevention Scheme, and that's kind of what we all kind of play a hand in that. We want to make sure that anybody who needs it can use it, and that being said, we want to make sure that these guys have proper equipment to be able to run this iRacing. And so that's where the PCs for Drivers program, it cost us right about $500 total to build a PC, and that is not anything to sneeze at. It's a good PC, good quality PC to be able to run everything. Things that they'll be able to update as well. Michael Wooley with a 124.12 sticks it into the wall. Stuck the landing. Daniel Helm, the number 49 out there. Here he goes. He is out there running a paint scheme. Comes off track, but that's all right. It's his outlap. He's got an opportunity to catch back up. This gets a little bit loose. It does happen. People that are good at sticking the landing. There he is. Now I want to talk to him because he stuck the landing. Where are you at, Mr. Wooley? I know you have a watch party going. I saw it, buddy. You come on up in here into this area where I am at, and we'll talk about you sticking your landing. There's the 49 of Daniel Helm out there completing his outlap, coming down into the 90-degree pin, a 90-degree turn right there. That chicane is going to be the most dangerous spot on the track, especially right there by the start-finish line. Because if they miss the chicane on the last lap, they will have some issues. Lap being completed by the number 49, Daniel Helm out there. There's the 49 of Daniel Helm out there completing his next lap. There is the turn 2, turn 3 on the original track. Right, 49 out there. He's going to get around the turn. Going to come around to complete it. See what kind of lap he is running right here. 90-degree turn, looks good. Almost takes it too wide there, but nice little lap for him. 123.319 for Mr. Helm. You see everybody who moved down. There he is. Douglas Carlson, the man, the myth, the legend. Drinking Bros Racing, a vet that turned vet. He's so good he had to do it twice. There is Douglas Carlson out there running his time. He's got some surgery scheduled in the morning. Nice guy. Fun to race with. See the sparks coming out of the exhaust right there as he comes out and gets it down into second gear, slows it down for that chicane. And there he goes. Douglas Carlson onto the front stretch, 90-degree turn. Thank you, Steiny, for the follow. I appreciate that. Start a watch party for me or host the session. We'd appreciate it. '86 coming around. There it is. There's that horseshoe turn that I was talking about right here. That wall so close. So close right there. Oh, blink a little bit. I'm not sure what happened. Oh, there it is. There he is. He's back. There's the '86 coming around. Douglas Carlson doing a great job. Nice brake zone. I see him. He's coming in at more of an angle, more of a sharper angle right there. He's going to come around, cut across that line right there. Just trying to play it safe. Douglas Carlson's first lap technically didn't count. We're going to wait for one more driver to come back in, and we're going to get him ready to go. He will... Here's Douglas Carlson's time. 125.873 for him right there. So we have one more driver who's going to load in real quick, and then he will. We're going to get him ready to go. So that'll be Jack Webb. He had some internet issues. He will be here in just a moment. Once he gets in, that'll be our last driver of this first session. And while we do that, I'm going to take a break for a moment. Of course, give our fantastic Tony Kivet out there, Drinking Bros, a little slow for you, but you'd rather be complete than a slow lap. I understand that, Mr. Dunson. But give us a well done, Bradley Jacob Dunson by Darryl Padgett out there. Let's give everybody a little commercial break. I'll be right back with you.
If you're looking for fast, reliable, and trusted auto transportation, look no further than Blackhorse Auto Transport. Whether your vehicle's running or not, let us haul your classic, exotic, or luxury vehicle today. Whether it's across town or across the country, Blackhorse Auto Transport has all of your needs. Find us on Facebook at Blackhorse Auto Transport or give us a call at area code 704-308-7740.
Daniel, I think everybody saw your outlap, buddy. Appreciate everybody out there still watching. Jack Webb still getting ready to load in. I'm going to go back. We're going to look at Darryl Padgett. Said it went off track, but I have something right here that counts all of the incidents and things like that, and it doesn't show me an off track for him. So, kind of wondering if iRacing didn't make a boo boo. It's terrible. Let's find out what's going on here. We're waiting on Mr. Jack Webb to load in.
Jason, was my understanding that you wanted to talk to me?
Yes, sir. Mr. Michael Wooley, the man, the myth, the legend. We watched you send it. And when I mean send it, I meant sent it. Like,
oh, yeah.
Here's a look at where Mr. Wooley, I believe, We're going to take a look here in just a second.
I was kind of hoping it would do a half gainer over the wall, but it did not.
I mean, we watched you just plow into the to the field right there. Not a bad lap. You said you just wanted to complete a clean lap, and you did. We're watching your lap right here live.
For tonight, my fastest lap here was a 127, or was a 127.
So to come away with looks like a 124.11. That's not bad. Not bad for you.
Yeah, I'm taking it. I'll take it.
All day long. So what happened to get to your left side damage? It didn't show me that whenever it came on.
Came around turn 2 before that little short shoot.
Oh, you ticked the wall.
And, I hit the wall, yeah. But I was just like, put some more camber in there. We're good.
I get it. I understand it. I wonder if I think this might be it right here. Is this where it was? Nope. No, this is your lap. So we're watching your lap right now, the completion of the lap. Oh, Jack Webb is on. Hold on. We'll come back to that here in just a moment. Jack Webb on the track, live conditions. I want to make sure we keep in touch with our guy here, Mr. Jack Webb. There he is. Joe Exotic Paint Scheme, the number 27. He is out there completing his lap. He had some internet issues, so we had to get him back out there. So there he goes. He's on the front chicane, getting ready to hit the 90-degreer and miss it, so now he's going to have to slow up. Looks like he got some left side damage too. Or if he did the same thing that you did.
Quite possible.
Not showing me. So I was going back and I was reviewing Mr. Padgett's off track. Never in it did it ever score him an off track. So I am not sure why iRacing didn't count his time.
It looked like a clean lap to me. I mean, he got a little bit into the grass. It might have looked like ? But that's about it.
Well, this so when it says off track, like when you went off track, it tells me whenever a driver goes off track, and it didn't tell me that he went off track. So I'm gonna I tallied up his times for his sections, and he would have been a 121, a 121.030. So that's good enough to get into the race. And Jack Webb, taking that turn a little bit wide right there. Joe Exotic with some rear bumper damage. Lights Out eSports, LOE coming around.
Took that one wide.
He did. He took it a little wide. Here it comes down. He's going to come into the 90-degree chicane on the front stretch. Let's see if it counts his lap. And it does. So he's going to pull in a 124.708. Oh, there comes everybody. There's Hank Caston. Daniel Allen, you might have sent it into the grass. Yeah, you did, but it's okay. You came back around and redeemed yourself. Hank Caston out there. Matt Lovett got the fastest time. I really hope he spins. All the people out there. I looked over and I saw things flickering. And there they are. They're all there. So Jack Webb completing his lap right there. So congratulations to him. We'll go back and look at the rest of it later. I want to get to Wooley's. Like, it was funny. I laughed.
That was my plan all along. So yeah. I was like, we got to throw some comedic value in here.
And I laughed. All right, so that was when you left pit lane. That's when you went off track. You came back on track. We're going to skip ahead to the next lap, I think. I think I can do that. Yes, I can. There it is. So here's the next lap. And yeah, so we're going to watch this real quick. This is Michael Wooley's lap. Michael Wooley pulled out a 124.11 and some change. But at the end...
Almost at that 23.
At the end, though, was the best that I've seen thus far. Twitch is blowing up. And Caston out there, I think the reason you beat me is because the temp went down on the track and too much rubber got built up. But yeah, that it was. Matt Lovett says that's it, buddy. We all see that 12-year-old Conklin really is going to smoke us. Yeah. Schaefer's there. The moment that you run a 19 and then you shift into first going into the final chicane. Yeah. So much hate for everybody out there. It's funny. Everybody just going. They're blowing up Twitch, man. It's crazy.
Doing the best I could.
Yeah. All right. So here is the end of the run right here. It's going to be the 90-degree chicane for Michael Wooley. And you ran high, like I've seen a lot of people avoid doing coming out of turn 4 into that 90-degree chicane. Here's the funny right here. The funny for Mr. Wooley is that he didn't hit the brakes. There he is.
Nope, full force.
He went straight in there, reset his car. And look at that pretty little thing. Also,
You guys told us to park it. You didn't tell us where.
Well, I said after you cross it, you need to park your car. Well, you did. You parked it right into the pillows.
There you go.
Oh, all right. So I believe the next session is going to come up here, and I believe they should already be getting close to it. And Caston, that was awesome, Wooley. You got to hit the blue turtle curb into one. You'll go flying. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I was looking at that on the replay. I'm like, man, I should have went over that thing.
All right, fastest lap was Matt Lovett, and that's the man. That's who was doing it. So.
All right. Well, good luck, Jason. You're the road course guy. I have no clue what's going on.
Yeah,
So.
It's okay.
Turn 3 that could mile marker.
I don't have the terms. I'm playing it nicely as I go. So, a lot of fun. It's been fun though. It's been nice.
Good. I'm glad you're having a good broadcast.
Yeah. So far, so good. We're gonna have a lot of fun after this, and you're welcome to join me anytime you want, buddy.
All right, man. I'm going to go back down with my team.
All right. Be good, man. Michael Wooley right there, my Tuesday night broadcast help. This is Matt Lovett completing his lap. We'll let you watch it. I'm going to check on the next session, and then we'll be right back with you here in just a little bit. All right, everybody out there is having a great time. I appreciate you guys out there, of course, and always. There's a long look at Pit Road after Matt Lovett, currently the leader of everything. I believe we're going to start the next session, get it underway here in just a moment. But I wanted to go over the qualifying list real quick, show the results. I believe I can show the results. Let me go back to live conditions. There it is right there as it speaks. Matt Lovett's in the top spot, 1:19.321. There is Cicadas right there in second. Sanchez in third. Conklin in fourth. Lawson Peel to number 25. He is going to be there in fifth. Roberts, Cherry, Caston, Helm, and Harger. He's going to be there as well. Jake Elrod up there, and Hastings from not far behind. Michael Wooley, our buddy, is right there with Ken Macarthur in that area. Jack Webb there as well. Mr. Bates, frontal, Carlson, and Bradley Jacob Dunson just wanted to complete the lap. Yes, Mr. Hank Caston, Amazon.com, dog named Hank Toys. Absolutely fantastic man. And we appreciate him being a part of our race team and our broadcast. He's always a part of our broadcast. We love it. Bad word. Bad word. No bad word. Can't have a bad word. Mr. Hank Caston out there chatting it up. Alrighty, so we're going to try to get some things ready to go here in just a moment. And I will be right back with you. We're gonna put you on a holding screen, commercial break real quick, and then we'll see you in just a minute.
If you're looking for fast, reliable, and trusted auto transportation, look no further than Blackhorse Auto Transport. Whether your vehicle's running or not, let us haul your classic, exotic, or luxury vehicle today. Whether it's across town or across the country, Blackhorse Auto Transport has all of your needs. Find us on Facebook at Blackhorse Auto Transport or give us a call at area code 704-308-7740.
We are back live once again. My name is Jason Followell. Of course, you see it down on your bottom left-hand screen. Signature eSports commentator. Of course, we love what we do over here. Make sure that you continue those streams, hosts, and watch parties. I appreciate you very much. These guys are out here practicing. Wanted to put something on your screen that wasn't just a "we will be right back" kind of thing, so you guys can see what is going on here. I might get out here and run a couple of laps with everybody, just to show you how the banking is and kind of what to look forward to as we drive our wonderful, wonderful little paint scheme that we have. So maybe here in just a few minutes, but I'm going to let you continue to watch and continue the stream, get everybody back in here, give them a chance to get things underway, and then we'll go and wreck something. That's going to be our plan. Just to show you guys what we're doing here. Show you how tight the corners are. There's the 22. You see him kind of spin out right there, and what to look forward to when it comes to getting these things, getting these cars under the handle. So the fastest lap so far in practice right now is going to be the almost a minute and 20 seconds flat by Mario Morindo, which doesn't quite touch the 119 just yet of Matt Lovett. We will talk to him just a little bit later as we get things back underway. I'm going to take 4 minutes for you, and I'll be back.
If you're looking for fast, reliable, and trusted auto transportation, look no further than Blackhorse Auto Transport. Whether your vehicle's running or not, let us haul your classic, exotic, or luxury vehicle today. Whether it's across town or across the country, Blackhorse Auto Transport has all of your needs. Find us on Facebook at Blackhorse Auto Transport or give us a call at area code 704-308-7740.
Alrighty, everybody, so we're back at it, and I'm going to run a couple of laps around here, and hopefully you'll be able to hear it. But we want to give a little look of what we have going on here. See my Cancer Sucks paint scheme. You see the pink all on the inside. All the speeding on pit road, we don't want to do that. So here we go. So here's the exit of pit road. As I go and try to wreck everything. So that's turn 2 right there. This is the one that we see everybody come around and they're going to take wide. And part of what we see right here is this horseshoe right here. You want to come in and you want to take it right here on the exit, so that way you have a more straight shot right here. And then, of course, as they come around to the exit right here, they come close to that wall, come up, run high. And you see how all of this works in regards to what's going on. And braking right about here. See how you can miss that bus stop. So that's the bus stop miss right there. Of course, I'm going to slow down. I wanted to show you that. So there's that right there. As we see everybody doing their thing. Let me get off the track. I've got cars coming, but so slow down to yield, of course. And then we're going to show you that 90-degree chicane here in just a second. We're going to let these guys pass. So there goes the 22 of Quentin Leatherwood right there. So this is that 90-degree chicane. You see everybody braking hard, running high on the outside. And then here, hit the turtles. And then begin that turn. So second gear is as high as you want to get into there, and then you want to come up here, hit this, and then we're going to come around right here, and we're going to angle it in right. Whoop! There goes the 99 of Mario Miranda, who's just fast anyway. Gets off the track right there. He's just fast. We're just doing instructional videos right here. You see him coming around. You're going to see the line he's going to run right there as I get off the track right there. So it's easy to spin out in low gears as we're going to just reset. But you see how it can be tricky. Of course, I got to stop and go for speeding in the pits. One more time for you. We're going to come out and we're going to try to complete a lap at speed and try to stay out of these guys' ways all at the same time. Of course, I don't have a crew chief on or anything like that, so I'm just doing this blindly. Having fun. And I am nowhere near as fast as these guys on this track, except for in maybe a Porsche or a GT. So you see the line right here coming around. As I come up and tag the wall, we'll let Ryan Wilson go around. Williams connecting out there. Good to see Brantley Williams up there. This is that bus stop that I was talking about right here. I always come down to first. Other drivers, they don't do that. So this is where you see a lot of drivers come across that paint and get in there. So I always run high, and then I come in right here, hit the brake zone. Right in here, see it going around. Now we're just going to hit it. Locking up that front tire. You can hear it just a little bit. And I hit the wall. There it is. All right, so let's back off of here, get out of everybody's way. So you see how I'm not that good at this, and I leave it to the professionals, that's for sure. So, but to say the least, still a lot of fun. Live conditions. Let's go out. We're going to check and follow along with Mario Mirinda, as he is the driver that is expected to do the best here. That's what everybody is saying, at least. So driving that GameStop 99 Cancer Sucks paint scheme out there. Next week, you're going to have to join us for Kansas. That's where we're going to be at. We're going to have the, let me get the information out there for you. Pull up our schedule for you. Next week at Kansas is going to be the Drive for Cancer Kansas 300. It's going to be brought to you by Hawks Simworks. And then the week after that, we've got our All-Star race. That's going to be the KSDT CPA North Wilkesboro 150. And then after that, it's going to be the Justin J. Watt Foundation Texas 300. That's going to be brought to you by Bulldog Sports Memorabilia. There's the 54 right there in front of the 99. You see all of that working. Everybody out there trying to complete some laps, put some... trying to put some things out there, of course, and always. Get everybody into it. So, speaking of people to be looking at, the son of our sponsor, Todd Klinger. There's Josh Klinger, the number 18, running that OCR Blackhorse Auto Transport Chevrolet out there as well. He is trying to get his time up there. Currently 1:21.068 was his time. His fastest time. 1:21.302 was that time in practice. As we enjoy seeing each and every one of you out there. Whole lot of fun as you see all these cars trying to come out here and just put some rubber down. Whoa, and he sends it right into the wall right there. I'm not sure what happened right there, but hey, no big deal. So let's try. I just got a message from the man, the myth, the legend. Move Mr. Josh Klinger as he comes off pit road into the broadcast booth. Buddy, we're going to ride along with you, and you're going to talk us through your turns as you are going to do it as per requested, Mr. Todd Klinger. You got me, Mr. Klinger? Josh, you got me, buddy? Ooh, there he is. Mr. Klinger, do you got me?
I do, sir. I was wondering where I was being moved to.
Oh, that's okay. That was all me. I was moving you into me, and it didn't happen the right way. Hey, we're gonna ride along with you here, and go ahead and take some laps. Talk everybody about this track and how to kind of drive it, since you've driven this thing in real life.
I haven't driven the entire course in real life. At the track days, they don't like to send real citizens out through the NASCAR chicanes. So what I ran was take out the two chicanes. Basically, once you get out of the infield, you go all around to NASCAR 1 and before you come back into the infield. But right here, this turn is probably my least favorite on the track. It's uphill into the camber and then quickly becomes off camber with that inside wall really jutting out at you as you come over the crest there. And then this little section right here is where the car in real life will actually kick out the back end on you right before you come back to the infield. So it's definitely a lot of places on the track that are unsettling for a car, whereas on the oval you look planted just about everywhere.
Number 18, Josh Klinger. That's who we're riding along with right here. You see him come through the bus stop right there. The painted section, a favorite for everybody. But not. There's a lot of drivers that try to avoid it because they're afraid they're going to spin out right there.
Yeah, it's an interesting section. You can feel a noticeable, change in grip as you go over the paint there, but it's the quicker line out of the bus stop. It just really depends on your exit from the bus stop whether or not you need to really cut that. But I was surprised that it's not considered an off-track in iRacing because I hadn't run it for the longest time, and I finally saw guys start to do it this week. But yeah, it's actually a usable part of the pavement, and the more the merrier when it comes to usable track space.
Absolutely. Seeing him coming into turn 2, there's that long turn 2 out to turn 3. Barely try to touch the grass right there, but not get into it. So he was talking about the uphill dive off in. Did you see that camera angle right there?
Cars here that I can't apex the uphill right there.
I was seeing what's going on right behind him. So did you see somebody spin out right in front of you right there? Out of that turn 5 onto turn 2 right there, or the original turn 2 before the chicane, it seems like the high line's going to be where it naturally wants to flow into, and then, of course, as you come across the painted area right there, it sets you up for a good braking point for that bus stop.
Yeah, a lot of guys to brake for the bus stop. I mean, in a stock car, it's at the 5 cone basically, but they put those 4, 3, and 2 cones for the other types of cars that run on the track. So yeah, for a stock car, you got to brake way early in terms of the on-track reference points, because these brakes just aren't that of an Indy car or whatever else might run here.
Well, they're good on the brakes are good on every other course but this one, it seems.
I would definitely agree with that. Daytona road course, you can push the car into turn 1 a lot more than you can into this turn 1 as well.
Well, Mr. Josh Klinger he's a part of the Blackhorse Auto Transport family, of course, running the Oceanside Cleaners, number 18. During this race, Go Bananas Racing as well. Doing a great job of getting out there, putting some rubber down, getting some practice in, especially for this long session that we're going to have right here. You're going to qualify somewhat decently with the track temperature that's going to cool down for you.
Don't jinx me now, Jason.
We're going to be watching. At least the rest of the world's going to be watching as well. We appreciate you, Mr. Klinger. I'll put you back in your race team.
Appreciate it, buddy.
Absolutely. Josh Klinger, Oceanside Cleaner, number 18. Blackhorse Auto Transport, son of the owner, Todd Klinger. As you see him come through the 90-degree chicane right there, somewhat spinning out right behind him. And there he goes. No pressure for him. It says he's out of California, but he is currently at Duke University in North Carolina. 123.305 for Klinger as he comes around. He's probably going to test it a little bit more as now he doesn't have the pressure and he's going to start figuring out his lines. So very cool to talk to him. Absolutely wonderful for everybody to have a lot of fun. Mario Marinda still the fastest lap in practice. His practice is getting ready to end right here in about 4 minutes. And I'm going to let you follow along and ride along. I will be back with you in just a moment. Jesse Priest running the Prestige Worldwide team label right there. He is running his Cancer Sucks for Uncle Dave right there as he comes around to the backstretch right there, seeing that bus stop work. Running the number 33, Mario Miranda out there trying to improve on his lap. You see how that's going to work for him. Here's the number 99 out there trying to put some stuff in, and he pulls a Michael Wooley in there as well. I wanted to bring in the current pole sitter. This session, of course, getting ready to get underway, but Mr. Matt Lovett, my friend, the man, the myth, the legend out there. Tell us about how your lap went as we see these guys trying to fix and start everything.
It was stressful. I'm not gonna lie. It's not an easy task to get around this thing. It was very loose. The track was really hot when I went out. I was really second guessing myself on the first spot to go. But you missed it there on the broadcast. I was completely sideways going across that start-finish line.
Well,
it was insane.
We were right whenever you came across it. We had just gotten to the backstretch when we were checking out who was coming out after you, and then when we came back to it, we saw you kind of whip it back together, and I was like, oh, I wonder what happened. But
yeah, it was slick. It's really hard to put the power down on a hot track like that. But the race should be very exciting. I'm kind of curious to see how Mario, or I think that's his name, Mario. Is that his name? Am I saying it right?
Mario Miranda.
Yeah, I am saying that right.
Yeah, Mario. Yep.
I'm kind of curious to see how he's going to do because he was really quick. We had a pretty good battle there in those practice races that we had earlier in the week. So it should be interesting to see who comes out on top.
Absolutely. Well, currently you have a 1:19.123. That is 1:19.121. That is going to be the time to beat, and that's where it's going to stand. So, well, thank you for joining me. We're going to get this qualifying session underway, and we appreciate you.
Thank you, buddy. You have a good broadcast.
Absolutely. Matt Levitt right there. Always doing a great job. We enjoy it. So Zach Camella, free agent, number 39, is going to be the first guy on the track as you see him come around. He's going to exit pit road right here. Finally figured out which one it was. Super, super stinking cool. .39, Zach Camella out there completing his outlap, and that's kind of how things are going to go for a little while. Quite a few drivers in here, at least 22, 23 that I see, so a lot of fun to be ran. Appreciate everybody out there sharing, liking, starting all of the fun stuff. Slowing down for the bus stop, getting everything interested. So we were talking about hot temperatures early on, so maybe Zach Camella gets that early fast lap out of it. But kind of seemed like everybody, depending on their drive line and how aggressive they were, that's when they were going, how fast they were going, or when they were going. So we will see how that goes. The 39 output Ford Mustang is going to get his first lap underway, and I think these are going to be interesting for sure. Gets a little loose around the corner right there, but does a great job answering Discord messages. Sorry about that. Comes into it And here is that backstretch turn. We're going to see who's going to come up next here in just a moment. As now you're going to see the 39 come into the bus stop. Brakes a little earlier. Gets out there, avoids the paint. Speaking of the Klingers, here is Josh Klinger. We just spoke to him on his on how his lap was going to run. He's going to get out there and run early. There is the 39 coming on to the front stretch, hits the 90-degree chicane, and we're going to see what kind of lap he is going to turn out here. 39 gets into it, and boom. First lap of the race, a 125.632. There's the 18 of Josh Klinger coming around that inclined horseshoe right there. And a downhill slope into the hard left turn right there. Up high, gets into the middle of the traditional turn 2 and comes off the exit. Flattens out the curve right there, stays low. Gonna brake right about the 5, what he says. You hear him downshift right there. Take a look at the dashboard for him. There is the test of how his outlap's going to work. Josh Klinger's sector doing pretty good. So this is the warm-up lap for the young man. You see his speed carrying into the hard right chicane, the 90-degree right-hand turn. Turn 1 is always everybody's favorite turn because that's the one you get loose in like I did. When I accelerated up that hill coming in turn 1, down to turn 2, that's when I got loose and spun out. So you saw my lap. It wasn't the greatest. I'm okay with that, but I'll take you around other tracks just fine. I might even do it in the Porsche if you guys are that interested. But IMSA, that's going to be something we're going to be doing. Let's talk about our broadcast schedule as the 18 comes around into the on the incline horseshoe, comes downhill onto the backstretch. Turn 1, turn 2, there he goes right there. Broadcast schedule is this. Tomorrow we're going to have 8 Easterns when we're going to start broadcasting for the Blackhorse Auto Transport 100. That is going to be a lot of racing, a lot of fun. Local caution is going to be on. That's going to be a lot of fun for that. That's going to be a nice race, and we're gonna try to do a bunch more with that. Friday, Wheeling Modified Series. That's just an absolute amazing time. Ready to check that out. Here comes Josh Klinger completing his lap as you see him come around. We're going to see what kind of lap this young man gets. A little bit loose right there. His lap, 121.670. Tony Kivett, is out there in his Cancer Sucks paint scheme. That Budweiser, Budweiser homage, nice and pink for everybody, white and pink. Gotta love it. Thank you very much for doing that. One of the things that we like to make sure that we bring on and talk about, besides the Wheel Modified Series here in September, on September 6th, we're going to start the Real Racing Online Dirt Series. That's going to be a great thing, brought to you by Signature Esports, of course. We've got a lot of things we want to bring to you over the next, just kind of over the next forever. We're growing, and thanks to you, we are growing very, very well. And that's kind of what I'm really excited to do. That we've been getting a lot of good traction with that Real Racing Online Dirt Street Stock Series. It's going to be a lot of fun, and I'm going to have to start turning off Discord every time I get going. Good lap for Josh out there. Porsche lap would be nice, says Matt Lovett out there. Those things run fast. I kind of want to test him out here. I haven't driven it on the Charlotte Roval on the NASCAR circuit, so we might try that out maybe sometime later. Thank you for everybody still tuning in. I do appreciate the watch parties and all the fun stuff, and the hosting of the sessions on Twitch Remember, 5,000 is our goal. We're going to get that goal, and it's going to happen really quickly, and we do appreciate each and every one of you out there. And we just started just a few short months ago, just 1 or 2 series. Steiny, we are planning on a road racing an IMSA series, GTs, GT3s, and we're going to do something else along with it. But that's just in the works. That's going to be something that we work on through it as well. We are starting up other broadcasts as the 30 completes his lap. Chris Roberge out there, he is completing his lap. The 30 of Tony Kivett. Ford Motorsports pulls in a 124.248. There's the 96 Canadian driver right there, the Ford Mustang. And sorry, I butchered his name right there, but good dude. Enjoying the paint schemes. Matt to Chrome, you see it. Kind of fun, kind of nice. Midwest Maniac following our Twitch channel. Thank you very much. Mega Slick Dude doing a great job. Matt Lovett out there telling us road series would be fun. Not a good road racer, but you do enjoy it. I enjoy it too, considering that I haven't had the opportunity to do much racing with everybody. We've been doing some late night racing with that series, just testing it out, getting the tracks underway, and just trying to figure it out, seeing what kind of investment it would have to be made in that, and of course. Got to plan before you do it. We are bringing on extra broadcasters as well. If you're interested in that, get a hold of us on Facebook, facebook.com/signature esports. Broadcasters are needed to help expand. We want to be able to have extra series, more races. A lot of these guys, there's a lot of times that I can't be there as well. I want to be able to have. Of course, time off. We will all want time off. And besides the real world working, we want to make sure that we have our, family time and stuff like that. So a lot of time and effort has gone into this. You can't have $1 million dream on a 9-to-5 attitude. We're going to continue to go with that. Thank you very much for the follows out there. LMP2 would be cool. Yeah, that would be awesome. Try to get all of these things figured out. Limits. Ooh, wheel hop for the 96. He comes around. Nice little speed carried off of there. There's this might be a really, really good lap. He tinged it pretty good. He hopped so high in the air that just made it fun. Josh Klinger, you're more than welcome to. Actually, I'm in my office. That's normally where I go. 96 pulls a lap out. His lap 122.054. As everybody's pulling a Michael Wooley. That is how that is now being named, Michael Wooley. Speaking of Eddie Hawks, here he is. The number 40 sponsor of Kansas right there. Hawk Sim Racing. Excuse me, pardon me. Hawk Sim Racing. That guy helps build sim modifications or wheel modifications for those who need it, who are disabled and don't want to get out there. Of course, this guy is a veteran, and we absolutely love that guy. Going off the turtle curb into T1. Staney confirmed. Going to be a fun one tomorrow. Absolutely. Steiny says he's going flying after the race. So there's the number 40. Eddie Hawks, Hawks Simworks out there. That guy is an absolute thrill to talk to. Never mind that time. That is just the outlap time because he started behind the start-finish line. Absolutely fantastic. Appreciate everybody out there continuing to watch. Make sure you get those watch parties continuing to go. Mr. Klinger, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. And I was just talking about it. Mr. Klinger, how are you doing, my friend?
Doing all right. A lot of stress kind of went off my shoulders a little bit after that lap was over.
Well, currently P1 in the session, and you'll have to help me with terminology as I am learning the road courses. We were just talking about how we want to make sure that we give. We're thinking about starting a road course series, an IMSA series, I'm learning about road course racing. I know a lot about NASCAR. I know a lot about dirt street stocks, street stock series, wheeling series, the smaller tracks. Anything that goes in an oval, there goes Eddie Hawks. He got a little bit slower right there coming out of the bus stop, but his lap is about to be underway. Isaac Mock is the guy leaving pit road right now. So let's talk through some of where they're at. I know this is a 90-degree chicane right here on the front stretch, and turn one is just turn one, correct? As Eddie Hawks finishes lap 123.351.
Yeah, turn one, also known as the heartburn turn, as you can see on the graphics. The famous turn where Chase Elliott went off, came back to win the race. Brad Keselowski went off, didn't come back to win the race. So it burns a lot of people. So it's kind of gained that notoriety.
Well, we're watching Isaac Mock coming around the turn two, or the traditional turn two exit onto the backstretch. And this, of course, being called a bus stop because it's shaped like a bus.
Yeah, a lot of these road courses, like the Daytona road course plus the bus stop in there, kind of shave some speed off of these stock cars as they go on the road courses, and as well as this front stretch chicane, which I guess, yeah, it might be called the 90 chicane. Again, to take the speed off these stock cars going into turn one, that heartburn turn.
Well, the last thing you want to be doing is going 170 miles an hour and have to come down to 30. So, well, 60 when it comes to it. Isaac Mock, lights out eSports 95 coming around into what you call the heartburn turn, and then up here, this uphill down into turn two where pit road exit is. This right here, now I've heard the term international U-turn. Is that the incline U-turn that you were talking about?
The International Horseshoe, I believe, is what it's called, but that is also the name of a turn at Daytona Road Course. I don't know if they share the same name or how they've decided to go about that. But yeah, Charlotte is kind of built off of different road courses. It takes a couple things from a lot of different places. So it's very likely that it is named the International Horseshoe. I'll have to check on that.
Well, either way, I'll still be doing my research. Isaac Mock, lights out eSports 95, running out there. Make sure you see it. He's on his back bumper. He's got a Twitch handle right there. We'll make sure we always put that in there. Slowing down. First gear, is that preference for the bus stop? Or, I mean, how does that work out that we see?
It definitely depends on the driver and their ability to be comfortable with the setup. You can go first gear. One of my teammates uses first gear through the bus stop. But what's real important is managing the wheel hop. When you go down to first, you're getting the RPMs real high under braking, and it's something to manage for sure. I personally don't like first gear anywhere except pit road at this track, but it's up to personal preference, of course.
Well, Isaac Mock pulling out a 125 conservative time, 125.408. Eric Schaefer, Drinking Bros Racing, Budweiser number 3 out there. He said he was going to try to do his best. This is one of the guys that has been running our GTE courses that we've been running. I was convinced to buy the Porsche last night, so I did that. Still like the Ford's driving capabilities a lot better, as Eric Schaefer hits the bus stop a little bit wide right there. So the difference between the GTE and GT3, for those who are unfamiliar with road course racing, tell us about those when it comes to like the IMSA stuff.
So in your IMSA classes, your GTEs are generally, you can look at them and they look like larger vehicles. For example, the BMW M8 GTE is a really big car on the track and it takes up a lot of space. But the one important thing to note about those cars is they do not have an ABS system, an anti-lock brake system like any passenger car has, or even a lot of race cars these days have them now. They do not have that system, and that's to create a challenge as you go to entering these hard braking corners on road courses. You have to manage your brake lockup, and the technology that's in the dashes of those cars, it lights up to tell you your percentage of lockup. So if you can manage your lockup, it's really about managing your tires over a run in those races.
Eric Schaefer coming around the incline horseshoe right there off onto turn 5. That's what I know that to be. Onto the backstretch, onto turn 1, turn 2. You're going to see him right here. He's running low. Car naturally carries to the high side on the exit. You see it right there, braking right about the 5 mark. You were talking about that earlier whenever you came in to run your lap. Eric Schaefer takes a more straight line. and now runs the exit onto the entrance of traditional turn 3.
Goal with any road course is obviously making as many turns as you have as straight as possible. Anytime you can turn a 45-degree left into a straight shot through the middle of it, kind of like you take these chicanes, you kind of break them into 3 different straight lines where you can burst the throttle in the middle is the quickest way around.
Well, Eric Schaefer just pulled the quicker line away from you, 121.108. So good enough for P1 in the session. Dan Falley, the number 63, Canadian driver right there. He is out here trying to run this track down, doing some of the similar lines that we were seeing for the warm-up laps. Trying to just figure it all out. Isaac Mock, he pulled a nice lap in there, but he was trying to be conservative. We knew that some of these guys were going to be conservative coming in, just trying to make the race, just trying to make sure they get up there in points, because points are basically our most important thing going on. Midwest Maniac out there saying Big Shafe on Twitch. Appreciate you out there, of course, and always.
Yeah, Eric Schaefer's always been a menace on the ovals in this league that we've got going on, but seeing his practice and his development on the road racing side has really shown through today, and I think it'll translate tomorrow as well.
Signature eNASCAR Cup Series is a win, and you're in as that incline turn 1, or the heartburn turn, as Josh has let us know about it. The 63 of Falley coming around turn 2, turn 3 right there. Or turn 2 into turn 3 right here, which is this this horseshoe, this inclined horseshoe that you see. Turn 4 is going to be coming down the hill. Turn 5 is right at the turn 1, turn 2, right here where he is at right there. So that's where I see everything. I'm getting everything put together. It's all making sense in my head, and I have to look at it as an overhead view for me. And chicane, or the bus stop coming up for the 63 right here.
Yeah, Dan Falley in the 63 really using all of that available pavement, getting right out to the wall just before coming back onto the oval part of the track into turn 5. That's going to be using everything you have is the way to make the best times around here.
Grass and wall scrapes not allowed, so I don't know if he hit the wall coming out of turn 5, but we're going to see how this works as he hits the 90-degree chicane. Mr. Falley, Canadian driver, comes up. P3 time, 1:22.322. Zach Rinker, someone that we've come to know as one of the drivers out there, ready to put some things together. Dragonfire Racing looks like he's running that DFR paint scheme on that Ford. It says Lights Out eSports on his thing. I'm not sure which one it is, but it's one of them.
Yeah, Rinker's always something to look out for, especially at super speedways. I'm sure you guys might have seen a whole lot of Rinker at the front of Daytona. But coming to this road course in the practice sessions and with the GTEs that we were running, he's, again, at the top of the field. So real consistent guy.
Just got to figure out how to make this stock car do what those GTEs can do. Good little entrance right here. You see just a nice little wheel hop. Both sides, touches both sides of the turtles. And the 60 off like a prom dress into turn 1 or the heartburn turn.
Yeah, you gotta hook up that anti-roll bar on the front of these stock cars to get them to turn right real well. As you know, on the ovals, they do not connect one side of the roll bar, so they can only turn left real efficiently. But both sides available on the road courses.
You see that low downforce whenever they brake, so that splitter kind of almost runs the ground, especially on the left-hand side. As the 60 comes around, makes a sharp turn on that horseshoe bend up into turn 4 onto turn 5 right here, onto what's going to be the backstretch long turn. It's just incredible to see the difference in acceleration for these cars, because the gear ratio from 3rd to 4th is absolutely insane.
Yeah, they have very similar gears from 3rd to 4th, and it's kind of interesting that you will almost redline coming to the front stretch when you're putting down a hot lap. Right here is where you're going to start to redline in 4th gear, right before the braking zone. So it's a really well-defined setup, really getting to the limit of the car as you get to the fastest point on the track.
Zach Rinker coming around. His lap time is going to be P1 for the session, 120.123. So really putting it to him. Wayne Lowe, FRL, one of the guys that I really enjoy talking to. Fast, I believe, I want to make sure I want to get it right, because we always talk about him. He is in a league, and it's we're going to look at the back of his car. I don't want to mess it up again. I've done it enough. So let's look at the far chase camera right here. There he is. Fast Lane Racing League, the FRL. I don't ever want to mess it up. You're going to take a look at that right there. So this league is an awesome league as he comes across the front 90-degree chicane right there. And going to hit pit road, or not pit road, hit the start-finish line right there. Heartburn turn is on his books. This guy, an amazing guy. He absolutely lays it down for the guys that are out there. So this league is for those who are disabled. And Chris Roberge, he's part of it. Eddie Hawks is there as well. Great group of guys, and big shout-outs to their league. I hope we were talking about doing some combination driving to get these guys involved with Signature eNASCAR Cup Series and the Signature eSports. So absolute fantastic guys, and I look forward to working with them. But Wayne Lowe doing a good job. It looks like he got a little bit loose on turn 5. His hot lap was fun, and he is out here really turning it out.
Yeah, Wayne Lowe is another guy to look out for on the track, as always. He had a little bad luck running at Chicagoland, running at the front, but he's looking to rebound this week for sure.
Chicagoland, of course, he had the helicopter win of the week where he did 6 complete spins upside down like a helicopter, but looking to do a better job right here. Wayne Lowe coming into the 90-degree chicane on the front stretch. He's going to cross the line. I think he's going to have a good time right there. Not bad at all for him. A 123.491 as Ryan Wilson, Indiana driver, the number 20, has the Adaptive 1 Napa paint scheme all over that Chevrolet. Hand up at Jazz 98. You're absolutely welcome for the shout out out there. I'll do it all the time. That's all you guys have to do is say thanks for the shout out, and I will call your name, and I will say this person got a shout out there. Napa Know-How, number 20, completing his out lap. A lot of testing going on that first lap, just taking it easy, trying to figure out where you're going to be able to press your luck.
Yeah, another thing that guys are doing on this out lap is really trying to save the tires. Anytime you're squealing the tires, you're putting excess heat into them, and on a road course, you really want that cold, fresh tire compound ready to go for when you get to your hot lap. So see a lot of guys coming in their out lap, taking the whole course, just kind of figuring it out, making sure they have their reference points down, and then getting ready to really go all the way to the wall.
Well, Ryan Wilson getting ready to do that. 3 minutes, 43 seconds on his out lap. You see it right there. So he was getting up to speed, just trying to relax, and now he's going to go out and try to complete that 1 minute, 19 second.
It's going to be interesting to see who else is going to get into the 119s. I know I've got a guy in mind, but I'll try not to jinx it for him because he's a big superstitious guy. But I thought Rinker might do it, but that 120.123 is good for P2 overall for the race tomorrow so far.
So far, going to start on the outside lane. And Mark Harris says Josh might need to give up his time and commentate with me as the 20 runs very high coming out of turn 5 and now dives hard down to the line on the exit of turn 2, or traditional turn 2. Backstretch, he's going to come in just a little bit harder into turn 2. Nice little straight line. It gets away from the internal bus stop right there and it runs up higher.
Yeah, I appreciate my teammate Mark giving me a little shout out in the booth, but I can broadcast and commentate a little bit on road course racing, but I just can't I certainly can't do the job that you do on the ovals, Jason.
Well, I appreciate it. We may just have to put you in the truck series and let you commentate the truck series and continue to run. Ryan Wilson, 124.738. That's good for him. Tyler Stillwell, another driver out there that we like seeing. Pancake Pantry Ford Mustang. Dasty Ray out there on Twitch. Make sure you follow him on twitch.tv. DASTEERAYY. You see him right there on the back of his car. Make sure you get out there and follow him. And remember that if you're out there on Twitch and you're seeing this for the first time, follow me and I follow you back. That's why they call me Follow Well. I do it very, very nicely. Actually, today I was kind of nice. Did an A Cup fixed run at Daytona. I got on the pole. I led every lap, including the last one, which was the most important one. And one of the guys out there, Mr. Odo, I want to give him a big shout out. He runs in a league on Monday nights with some of our our famous drivers out there, and he told me that I need to change my name from Follow Well to Lead Well. Josh needs to concentrate on the books first. You know where that came from.
Man, I know exactly where that came from, but he was the one who told me to come in here and kind of help out a little bit with this.
Well, I absolutely appreciate it, and we did have a nice little chit chat. He gave me some heads up. There's things that we try to do for everybody. He is absolutely having fun.
Tell you what, this paint scheme is making me hungry.
It is. I want some pancakes now. Do want some pancakes. The number 2 of Tyler Stillwell running the Pancake Pantry scheme. He is coming around and hauling down the backstretch. Kind of excited to see, because you can't really judge. Whoa, he got a little loose there, but you can't really judge too much besides like speed entry into the corner on where somebody's going to actually do well in qualifying. It's more about the line and where they gain that exit. Like wheel hopping is not always the greatest.
Real well through that last chicane. Yeah, that's going to be a real good time there.
120.916. Michael Newbrow, Drinking Bros Racing, one of the guys that he's been joining the GTEs as well. Midwest Maniac says, can't wait to see Michael Newbrow spin out. Just kidding. Just kidding. Here he comes. He's completing his out lap. Good dude, solid dude. Running the Venom paint scheme. And up top, we are Venom. We're going to have to do a DC day. And then we'll have to do a Marvel day. We'll just have everybody have great paint schemes. Not everybody can run Lightning McQueen like myself, and I believe who else runs that? Can't remember. Mr. Midwest Maniac, of course, being Michael Wooley, the 56 coming in and getting nice and fresh inside. That's a nice little turn right there. He just missed everything. New Rock coming out. Heartburn turn, climbing the hill right there.
Track gets real tight as you get into that section, and after turn 1, you kind of all you see is wall for a second, and it's sketchy to say the least.
Well, trust me, we went out and did a practice lap earlier, and I showed everybody how to hit that wall properly. That's for sure. 56 of Michael Newbrow out there completing his hot lap, ready to try to make a difference. He wants to show everybody he can run a road course as well, though 56 doing a great job. Nice exit right there. He's staying a little higher and not quite getting down low yet. Carrying heavy speed. He's going to break.
Gonna break it all the way down coming into the bus stop here, and be careful not to hit the turtles. Nobody likes hitting the turtles. They shave speed gets way loose coming out of there. Oh, that's going to be in.
And losing that right there means he's going to have a heck of a time. So we'll see if this counts as time. I didn't get anything saying that he spun out, so we'll see if his time's going to count. It just matters if it's going to accept it. He did spin out. Midwest Maniac said I jinxed him. Ralph Johnson, looks like a fun track. It is quite a fun track. I kind of like it. 136.832 for Michael Newbrow. So it's going to actually hold him to the 3:33.860. That was his time. There is Mark Harris, the number 21 Oceanside Cleaner. And Dark Horse Racing, matte paint scheme with a beautiful little gold flake on the side. A lot of fun.
Yeah, we appreciate MF Race Designs, as you can see on the rear deck lid, for getting us a couple extra stickers on the car this week for OCR. We've got the Blackhorse Auto Transport on all of the OCR machines this week.
Blackhorse Auto Transport, of course. That's where the Charlotte Roval is going to be. Who's going to be sponsoring the Charlotte Roval? Let me take that back. Let me complete my words and sentences, because that's what I'm supposed to be doing for a living. And the 21 doing a great job. Acceleration out of Heartburn turn on to turn 3, or turn 2 into turn 3 right here. It's kind of an elongated turn for turn 3. Turn 4 is this horseshoe right here. I'm sorry, turn 3 is the horseshoe. Let me back myself up. Turn 2 into turn 3 in the horseshoe. I'm backing myself up here. It's terrible. Chili, Matt Lovett says, ouch. Newbrow was doing a great job and it just got away from him right there at the end.
Yeah, we had talked about it earlier. It's a driver preference, and it looked like he went down into first gear for the bus stop. And what you got to do there is manage the power to the rear wheels once you're getting back going again. I think it just came out from under him a little bit there.
Ooh, 21. Wheel hopped right there. He's going to get down to second gear. He's only he's just only out there warming his tires up, so not a big deal for him right there. He's not on his out lap just yet, or in his hot lap just yet. Take that back. He might be on his hot lap. Hold on.
I believe he's coming to his hot lap now.
There
So
it
thankfully,
is.
the out lap is a time to make a mistake.
Well, it didn't give him his top speeds so far, 172. Actually, that was his lap right there, so it did give him, I think it gave him one off track. Alrighty, so Jesse Priest, he's going to come out. The number 33 doing a great job out there. Uncle Dave, Cancer Sucks Scheme. That's what I'm calling it. I know we're calling it the Drive for Cancer Kansas, but I just want to call it Kansas Sucks. Or Cancer, not Kansas, Cancer Sucks. Nothing wrong with Kansas out there. Blackhorse Auto Transport. Need to see a replay of that. We'll see what happens with it. It doesn't show an off track. I'm not sure what happened there.
He said he had got a black flag when he went over the turtles there, so that might have disallowed it, even though you don't get an off track. Sometimes if you cut that portion, and iRacing doesn't like it.
Well, I tell you what, black flag, not cool, not cool. 33 of Priest, he is out there. Jesse Priest started behind, of course, the start-finish line, so that's why you see a time for him right there.
Running a beautiful pancreatic cancer awareness scheme this week. Hopefully that he will run that at Kansas as well.
Well, a lot of the guys chose to run their schemes early. I, of course, have been running mine since I made it, so I'm a big fan of Chrome. So for those who always get out there and work with mine, kind of just like it. RJ Justice is the guy that is going to be up next. He is leaving pit road, so I think he is, at least. That's what it says. 33 wheel hops right there, gets back into it. RJ Justice is the driver leaving pit road right now to complete his out lap to get things ready to go. Mr. Priest coming around, down on the brakes very, very hard into the 90-degree chicane. Wheel hops, comes around, misses the wall, gets loose, comes across the line. P9 in the session, 1:23.838. And only a couple of drivers have completed the Michael Wooley so far. I wish I could go back and just pull that segment off of Mark's lap right there, because it was kind of cool. It was kind of cool. There's the
Might need to take a picture of his car completely up in the air, because those turtles are really aggressive bumps and they will shoot you airborne with how stiff the suspension is on these stock cars.
might have to do it. I know that somebody said they were going to send it here in just a little bit, so looking forward to seeing lots of people trying to get a hold of me all at once. Sorry about that.
Always a busy man, Jason Followell is. Signature Esports broadcasting 7 nights a week now. Multiple
It's
different leagues, multiple
crazy.
different series within the Signature Esports platform.
It's crazy. Absolutely crazy to go from a couple of series to gaining popularity like we are. Almost gets into the wall to 54, but stay out of it. That's why we call him Odang Racing down there. You see on the bottom left-hand corner of your screen, Odang Racing, the number 54. Scared me a little bit. Mark,
I don't think you could fit a piece of paper in between his car and the wall there.
you would have thought that was netcode, but no crinkle going. 54 looks beautiful, still going around the corner right there of the bus stop. Coming around turn 3, turn 4, traditional. Tough luck on qualifying lap. Got black flagged for hopping the curb on the backstretch. Love to have the opportunity to race. He will, if not enough people qualify, they will all be out there, of course. Those who qualified get first dibs at it. The 54 comes up, 121.269. Brandon Banks, the 88 Nationwide Chevrolet coming out there, and he's going to do a lot of fun. Thank you for hosting the stream out there again. I appreciate that. It does see all those cool things. So we're about to figure out who's going to be where and why they're going to be there. As you see the 88 of Brandon Banks, Rowdy Motorsports, out there running that classic Nationwide paint scheme.
As it stands, the Brandon T. Banks will be the 35th qualifier across the 2 sessions. So with a couple cars left to go, it'll be interesting to see if anybody who wants another go at it after a mistake in qualifying will have the opportunity to do so.
We'll see how it turns out. I know that I was talking to Darryl Padgett just a little while ago about his qualified time, because iRacing put him in the grass, even though his car technically by replay never actually touched the grass. It looked like that he went to the grass, but his tires never actually touched the grass. You know what I mean? So it was actually out of one of these turns. It was out of this turn right here where it would have kicked you off to the grass, but he never actually touched the grass. It was super, super insane to see what happened there.
The road course incident model on iRacing is kind of touchy, and obviously it's difficult to calculate exactly where the track is and isn't. But with these 3D scans, there's some areas on some road courses that are marked as pavement, and they're used in the racing line, but you will get incidents. When you're running these endurance races, these 12-hour, these 24 hours, there are incident penalties associated with it. So it's important to kind of run a conservative line and stay off of those. It looks like that's kind of what happened to Darryl here.
When Darryl was running a 121.030, that'd have been good for pretty much in the top 10 on the start of the race from everything that I'm seeing right here. So he was doing a great job. There's the 88 Brandon Banks out there to run a nice little hot lap. He's coming around. Hits both turtles on the chicane. He pulls in a top 6 time. He pulls a Michael Wooley, 121.829. Nick Stein, new driver as of today. Divine Motorsports, there's the output, number 52. He is out there running his warm-up lap. Blackhorse Auto Transport says we need the Aussie in the field, and he would be my vote. He is actually my vote to get into the All-Star race if he is not top 16 in points. I'm going to put my vote out there to put Mr. Darryl in the All-Star race. And we will have the voting up here this next week for the All-Star race. Carlson Gaming said, DC Carlson says out there, I think he stole my grandma's wig.
Yeah, Darryl is definitely one of the more popular drivers as Nick Stein comes into turn 2 and 3 here, making the off-camber right hand.
He is, and he's kind of running a little faster. He says he really likes likes road courses, and so we're going to see kind of how he runs. Times only staying right around the 121 time as the 52 is there. He is running an aggressive approach, only staying in second gear for most of that, but still kind of getting all the way around that track.
Yeah, really bringing it to the field. Nick Stein, a new driver, was really animated about running the Roval this week. Wanted to do everything he could to make sure he qualified tonight. So we're happy to see him out here, happy to have him, and looks like he's going to put a pretty good lap down.
He is coming out of the bus stop nice and fast. One of the highest exits that I've seen at 91 miles an hour. 52 of Nick Stein right there, coming into the 90-degree chicane on the front stretch, gets the tires right there, hops it, comes around. I don't know if he touched the grass right there, but we're going to see what happened. P1 119.260 pulls a Michael Wooley. Clint Leatherwood, I think that's P2 right now because that's.
That 119.260 is actually good for first overall right now. Finally, another 119 on the grid, knocking Matt Lovett off of P1.
Matt Lovett not quite there just yet. There's Clint Leatherwood and the 22. He's going to run his conservative line right now as we see a new pole position. He was absolutely. Oh, I'm sorry. Matt Lovett ran a 192.321, so I read that wrong earlier.
The 22 Clint Leatherwood will be working on his hot lap now. We've got coming into turn 2 and 3 here. It's real interesting, this part of the track, because it's a late apex off camber coming in this short straightaway in the infield, and this straightaway is where you make up a lot of time on the track. As he comes into the uphill portion of turn 3, coming into turn 4, where the track kind of switches off camber and then gets right into the dip. You want to stay near that blue line, cross over it if you can. And as you come out into the oval, right off of turn, coming into turn 1 and 2 here.
So the 22 doing a great job of trying to carry that speed, that loose kind of style that Nick Stein was putting out there. Was a good little lap right there. Beat the former pole sitter, current P2, by just under 6 100ths of a second. So doing a great job out there.
Yeah, to put it in perspective, running times of a minute and 20 seconds, running at 19 seconds, 79 to 80-second laps, to be within hundredths of a second means that you're really running an identical lap, except for that one spot on the track that maybe you get a little bit of an advantage of the other driver, and that's the difference here today.
The 22 of Leatherwood pulls out a 125.687. Shane Wyatt KSDT CPA number 1 out there running that Shelby Park Toyota. Midwest.
I'd like to give a shout out to Shane White as well for throwing the Blackhorse Auto Transport on the rear deck lid of this car for this week's race. Represent the sponsor well. Appreciate you, Shane.
Shane White, one of those racers looking for the Coca-Cola Series. And big help to us over here at Signature eSports. He runs a lot of clerical stuff for me. Young, mature driver, doing great things. Midwest Maniac out there. Laughy faces. I forget that we have the Twitch emojis. Matt Levitt says, oh boy. So far, P2, Shane Wyatt up to speed. Now going to complete his hot lap.
Yeah, Shane Wyatt, just 15 years old, been on the iRacing service since December of 2019, but you would never guess that he's 15 and talking to him for a multitude of reasons, to be quite honest.
The young man has a deeper
professional guy.
I was going to say the young man has a deeper voice than you and I put together.
Quite frankly, I'm jealous, Jason. I am.
Me too, because if I had that voice broadcasting, I'd probably be making several. Oh, Shane White goes around, and my goodness, got a little bit loose right there. So
yeah, Shane Wyatt getting loose on the off-camber portion of the horseshoe there. Once you come over the edge, if you put the power down too early, the car will just go around with this low downforce, high horsepower package.
Second car of this session that we have seen do that, so his lap not going to count, but he is eligible to race due to points. So we will see how that works out in the gridding after it's all said and done. Number 1 of Shane Wyatt, kind of hitting it. The one driver that everybody's been looking forward to see run this course, one of the best road course racers I've seen. This young man, Mario Miranda, lights out eSports 99. You see him hauling around the track. He is just trying to complete his warm-up lap, and he is getting with it.
He is coming for the front row this week, and that you won't miss that car anywhere on the track, quite frankly.
The cancer sucks GameStop mobile. That's what I'm calling it. Very, very vibrant cotton candy colors as he's coming around completing his hot lap. Let's see, Midwest Maniac, look out, Miranda. Steiny's gonna get you. You see him make that hop. He is coming around very, very hard.
This will be interesting, and you're going to see that wheel really work as Mario wheels the stock car on this road course here.
He comes across the 90-degree chicane, hits the front stretch, and he is going to be flying. Loose car is what he is going to be looking at. If he spins it out, I wouldn't be surprised. But at the same time,
whatever time Mario puts down here, you got to know that there's more in the tank for him. Test sessions, he's hit the 118s. Same with Joe Sanchez, but there's a lot of guys out here being conservative, making sure they can make the field tomorrow, myself included.
99 coming around turn 4 right there on the downhill slope. Turn 5 is where he is at now. Up high, comes back down low. Let's see what kind of speeds he gets right here before the braking zone. Up to 172, 173. The 99 hits the bus stop, comes out. He's going to gain it right there. 96 miles an hour as he exits.
Yeah, we're definitely going to see another 119 in the qualifying grid here.
Mario Miranda, nice solid turn, hits the bus stop, or hits the chicane, comes into it.
Wow.
118.806. There's your current pole sitter right now. Matthew Jorgensen on the track, U.S. Air Force, blinkety blink, number 80. Out there, congratulations on that lap. That was fast. We saw him hop that last chicane. I thought for sure he was going to lose it.
I did not expect to see a time that fast out of the 99, but he called his shot in the practice races. He's looking to bounce back after a rough outing at Chicagoland last week, and looking for a great points finish, and that's how he started off.
Well, at least having the pole, being one of the best road racers in the course, Mario Miranda does a great job. The only thing he has to do is keep it on the track for 45 laps. Eric Schaefer says, I call it grip hack. If that was a grip hack, I want to know where it was, because we watched his lap like everybody else, and he just got flat with it. There's the 80, Matthew Jorgensen out of the Great Plains area. He's ready to get things underdone. Griphack.exe says a maniac. He is really good. The 80 gets a little bit loose right there coming into Heartburn turn. Just try to complete the lap. At this particular point, I would just put down a 150 and call it good. At least that's my opinion.
I suppose that would make the show, but if you were to enter with a 150 at the back of the field, there's a lot of mess to get through to keep it clean for 45 laps.
Oh, the 80 coming around. He does not get the penalty. He can still race it, so he can still go. Doesn't show that he spun out on me, so he is still good to go.
Nothing wrong with a little drift action.
Yeah, he didn't lose it. Screwed the infield up, lost at least 4/10 on the infield. Drinking Bros Racing, Tony Kivett out there. There is Tony Kivett, I like you. You're amazing. Appreciate you. There's the 80 coming around the bus stop. Just going to take it easy.
Yeah, tomorrow in the race, as the tires start to wear and heat up, you'll see a lot more of that slipping and sliding and tire lockup going in the corners. So we might see a lot of that, which is happening to the 80 in the back in the horseshoe during the race.
There he goes. He's going to come around. He's going to hit the bus stop. Hey, that's kind of what my man Miranda did. All right, Jorgensen's time does not count, so he must have got a flag for, or an incident for splitting that up. So, unless that was his first lap, I'm not sure. That was his first lap, so we're good. Tokyo Drift was it. So here comes the next session. I believe we're going to check it out. I'm going to check on Shane White and make sure that we are good to go. Matthew Jorgensen is going to be the last one to go. We're going to see how he finishes this up. He started at the back end of the field on his load up, so I thought that might have been where he was going. So that's how the field's going to look currently as things just kind of get underway. There is the number 80. He's just backing things down, driving around that U.S. Air Force number 80. All good things, all good things.
I believe you were right, and he might just be nursing home a cool-down lap, if you will, being that he might be the last qualifier.
Looks like his first lap was one of those big ones. Oh, he's coming down pit road right now. So he was just driving around. He didn't want to end it right there for us. So we appreciate him doing a great job. Mario Miranda is going to be your pole sitter. We know that for a fact. What a great opportunity for that guy right there. And now we're going to have to talk to him. We have to talk to him because that was kind of fun. Kind of fun.
It's a good thing I didn't say his name earlier, because if I did, he would have yelled at me for jinxing him. But I guess he can thank me for that.
He did a great job for sure. Mario, you better not have left, my friend. Let's see. He is not in there. All right, Mario Miranda is going to be your pole sitter, and he's going to be your Blackhorse Auto Transport pole sitter. So that guy right there doing a great job pulling down a 118. And we'll go back. We'll take a look at his lap again one more time. As soon as I find him on my new relative screen. It's pretty cool. I like it. I like it a lot.
Hi, Jason.
What's up, buddy?
I'm going to kick Wooley's ass.
Oh.
For jinxing me.
for jinxing you.
So what happened now? Now, because we didn't have a total of 40 people qualify.
Well, we're still live right now, going over the rest of the race. We're going to get to all the rest of that here in just a second, as we see. We're going to go back and take a look at Mario Miranda's time and his lap. Of course,
He did an awesome time. Actually, he made it through the chicane actually pretty quick. I thought on his outlap he was going to lose it a little bit there, but he was able to recover. And then after he recovered, he just it was straight. I don't know how he pulled it off. I said about halfway through his hot lap though, I was like, he's gonna run a 118. He said he was gonna do it all week long, and he did.
Well, Michael Newbrow, that's guys. If you don't know who is out there talking to us, that's Michael. Buddy, so walk us through what happened with your lap.
I was running a quick lap. I loved it. I was the whole time, and I got into the chicane, and I started to lose it a little bit, and I gave it a little bit too much gas, and I came out of the turn right there and end up spinning her.
Well, I tell you what, I thought for sure you were going to be at least in the top 119 zone, and because you were screaming around the track. Especially when it came to where you were coming out of 2 and 3, it just looked like you had it. You knew what you were going to be doing. As we saw Mario Miranda, when he came out of 5 right there, he was almost sideways doing it.
Yes, he ran a ridiculous time. I couldn't believe what he did.
118.81 for Mario Miranda. He came into the back bus stop. He was ready to go. He got right into it. So he went down to sound like he was in first gear.
He does. In his when he goes down into the bus stop, I do it as well. When you get into just as you're getting down into the bus stop and you finally get your car straight again, you downshift into 1, and then you're able to gas it out and get out of the out spot faster. But if you hit the gas too much, you wind up like I did, spinning her out.
Well, we still appreciate you very much. So the way that this is going to work, we're going to take all the people who have qualified. We're going to put everybody in their place, and then those who have qualified are going to get the, according to their outlap time, are going to get gridded that way. And then we're going to go off of points from there.
Okay.
So that
makes sense.
That's how that's going to work. So we're going to get everybody into it. We're going to have a lot of fun with it, and that's how we're going to make the placement. We're going to have the Charlotte Roval tomorrow, brought to you by Blackhorse Auto Transport. I got to play that commercial. I want to try to get Mario Miranda in here. We're going to talk to Josh a little bit about Blackhorse Auto Transport as well, since he is kind of that guy. And we'll be right back with you at 30 seconds.
Well, thank you.
If you're looking for fast, reliable, and trusted auto transportation, look no further than Blackhorse Auto Transport. Whether your vehicle's running or not, let us haul your classic, exotic, or luxury vehicle today. Whether it's across town or across the country, Blackhorse Auto Transport has all of your needs. Find us on Facebook at Blackhorse Auto Transport, or give us a call at area code 704-308-7740.
Alrighty, I think that we might actually have another driver real quick. I'm going to see if he's going to be able to make it in. I know he was loaded in, so we're going to go back to live conditions. Let's see if his car's in here. He should be here somewhere, I think. Let's see if he is. Mr. Grantley Williams. Hopefully he gets in here. And if he is, then we're going to get his run done. I want to make sure that we give him the opportunity to qualify. He was having internet issues earlier. Mr. Klinger, how do you think? Do you think it went?
I think seeing as many oval drivers as we did make the adjustment and run the road course and almost completely fill the field with times without incidents is a great job.
Well, we've got one more driver left to get going. There is Grant Williams. He's going to run that Wyndham Rewards number 6 around. He is with the DHR team right there. So we're going to let him get an opportunity to get out there and try to running that Rowdy Roush number 6. All right, let's see if we can give him an opportunity. I know he was in and out there for a second. I want to let Mr. Grantley Williams get an opportunity to qualify as Mr. Klinger, if you're still in the session, go ahead and give him a green light to go ahead and go out. I want to make sure that we get him going.
Yeah, let me see if I can get a hold of him.
Appreciate everybody sticking around. We got one more driver to go, and then we will get everybody up there. So I don't want to speak too soon. 1:18.806 for Mr. Miranda. That is the current pole center. Nick Stein's going to be P2. Then we've got Mr. Matt Lovett. He's going to be P3. That I know for sure. As we see Grantley Williams to get out there and be able to run.
Looking like he's still having a little bit of connectivity issues as I'm on his car on pit road. The screen's kind of going in and out for me as well.
Yeah, we're seeing a few things happen with him. Hopefully he can get out there and qualify. I want to see what he is doing. Not sure. Not sure what's going on. But we see his car. If he can go out and drive, maybe it might straighten it up. I don't know. Try a hot lap and get things working for himself. Being in there to try to qualify, that's going to be better than not doing it. So, but that's kind of how we are ready to go. So Mario Miranda out there, just kind of taking a look at times right there. Let's go back. We can try to see what's going on here. It was Michael Newbrow for me. There's Austin Harger. He's up there. Clint Leatherwood there. Dylan Hastings there as well. Alrighty, looks like Grantley's going to have a few minutes real quick. So we're gonna hold off and let him fix his stuff. We will have that qualifying lap here in a little bit. Let's see. Talk about a few things. Let's talk about, I know Mr. Klinger, you're still here. Let's talk about Blackhorse Auto Transport, where it's located. I do have all the information about how to get a hold of everybody, but let's talk about what your dad does and the business that he has.
Yeah, Blackhorse Auto Transport is out of Charlotte, North Carolina, but that truck and trailer will go just about anywhere you want it to in the continental United States. Been to California, been to pretty much every state, I believe. Good for hauling anything, classics, luxuries, running or not. Anything you need hauled, he can get it done.
Well, fantastic. We know that he said online that he specializes in luxuries, sports cars, the keepsakes, and he can haul it whether it's running or not, correct?
Yeah, so the trailer setup that he has, he's got a big old winch in the front of it. So if it's not running, he can hook it up to the front axle or a tow hook or whatever he needs to get it on the trailer. And it's got a low clearance tail of the trailer as well. So if the car's stuck on the ground, maybe the suspension is blown, or if it's just a lowered vehicle, it'll still fit in the trailer for him.
Well, not only that, but maybe you don't want maybe you don't want your car to start. Maybe it's got 25 miles on a 1968 Cuda, then you can just put it in neutral and pull it forward. So yeah, that's good ideas, and insured, trusted by me. I'd use them for any of that for me, of course. That's who I'm going to call Blackhorse Auto Transport. The number 6, Grantley Williams out there completing his hot lap. Got a little bit loose right there where kind of everybody gets loose. He's going to come across, wheel hop the chicane. He's going to get a head of steam right here. So let's see how his qualifying lap is going to turn up. Grant right there, wheel hopping, coming around the hot corner. Ooh, gets loose. Oh, tags the wall just a little bit.
Yeah, definitely a hard track to keep the car under control with how much power these things have. When I was at the Roval myself, I was, of course, running around in a 200 horsepower BMW that was running on 5 out of 6 cylinders at the time, so I had no problem managing traction and getting loose.
Well, 5 out of 6 cylinders is still a fun time. Now, how did that work out when it came to trying to get that acceleration up? 5 out of 6 cylinders seems like you would be just dog-legging it hard.
Oh, absolutely. I was in the advanced group, so I was running with a bunch of built track day Camaros, and kind of just had my arm stuck out the window, pointing everybody by. Running on 5 cylinders, just throwing off the engine balance, and it's real hard to pick up speed, especially when you don't have the chicanes in that track. So coming out on the track out of 2, and just to go all the way through NASCAR 3 and 4, my top speed was 120 miles an hour.
Oh, man.
Which is not bad for that car, but could have been a lot better.
Right. 120 miles an hour, still fast to be driving around any track. The 6 of Grant Williams right there. He does put up a time, 1:23.607, so that little bitty sparks that we saw didn't count for iRacing. So 1:23.607 in the session. So he gets a time loaded in there after getting a little bit loose in the very front. So congratulations on that. So that's how things are going to work. And now we're going to go to we're going to try to get Mario in here, and we're going to see.
Yeah, I'm really interested in hearing from Mario. Hopefully we can pull him in here. I believe he's actually down there in the general chat, but it looks like he might be away.
Well, now he is in here. And Mario Miranda, buddy, can you hear us? Mario Miranda, are you here?
Yes, sir. I'm here. Sorry about that.
Buddy, 1:18.806. I believe you called that you were going to do a 1:18. And you held up to your word.
I didn't call it. Other people called it for me, and man, their luck got into me today. I don't know what happened.
That was.
I surprised myself.
Well, I tell you what, it's still a lot of fun to see you run that lap. It was absolutely very loose, very very free. But is that how you're going to race tomorrow?
I like my car loose, and it's gonna be like that the whole race. But first 3 laps, I'm gonna try to pull away as far as I can, try to get away from Nick and Matt. Matt's more of a passive driver, but Nick is kind of like me. He kind of sends it, so I'm gonna try to pull that gap away. But after that, I'm gonna relax, just take my time.
Oh, well, 1:18.806. If you can continue to do that for 3 laps, you're going to gain a second or 2 over everybody. Mr. Klinger, talk us through his lap. You noticed a few things. Maybe one spot you thought he might have bobbled a little bit, but other than that, kind of flawless.
Yeah, I definitely agree. A 1:18 is a flawless time around the Roval for sure. We had put up a couple open practices, and there were guys that were previously pro license on their record that were putting down 1:19s and early 1:20s. So to get in the 1:18 is definitely an accomplishment. I can't pick out off the top of my head a real place where Mario bobbled, but I know I've got 3 or 4 in mind that I've lost about a second.
Well, always a good chance to improve and a good guy to learn from. I know that we were running last night. We had a lot of fun with the GTEs, and I look forward to seeing you in that circuit as well. But road course is a friend for Mr. Mario Miranda, who he turned it down. And what's funny is that you're only a D-class license right here, my friend.
Yes, sir. I've grinded more in iRacing in the oval sector than I have in the road because I leave the road stuff to real life.
Well, road stuff in real life is where it matters. You did it with the Cup car, and you know what? I can't ask for a better lap. Well, congratulations on the pole. You get a nice little pole sticker to go on your car, and good luck in the race tomorrow. And of course, and always give shout outs to all your teams and sponsors.
Thank you, Jason, and good luck to you, Josh, tomorrow.
Awesome, very much right there. Mario Miranda, your pole sitter. We will have the entire list updated here, just here in just a little bit. I'm going to work on that right after we get done. We will get the finalized roster for everybody, and we will go from there. So tomorrow night, 8 Eastern, is when we're going to have the Blackhorse Auto Transport 100 from the Charlotte Roval. That's going to feature, of course, Todd Klinger, the owner's son, Josh Klinger. He's going to be in there somewhere. I believe you're going to be somewhere in the top 15. So maybe some work for you to do, but somebody's going to send it, and you're going to go around them.
Hopefully, I can make up some spots. Just being consistent. That's definitely the goal for tomorrow. 45 laps, about 100 miles. Yeah, you gotta keep the car together, and you gotta make it to the end. Tire management is going to be key for a lot of guys. If you can put down a hot lap, but you can't maintain your tires over a long run, then your tires are going to really kill your times towards the end of a run.
Well, it's always going to be. I think somebody was saying if you can run a consistent 122, 123, you can finish in the top 10 here because of those who are going to be on and off and maybe a little aggressive, maybe not so aggressive.
Yeah, I think a lot of people's goal in qualifying was just make the race, and I think the goal for everyone in the race tomorrow is going to be make it to the finish. It's going to be one of those things where obviously we're not all as comfortable on the road courses as we are just turning left, but a lot of fast times, and it's going to be interesting to see how it all shakes out tomorrow over the course of 45 laps.
45 laps is what we're going to run. That's 100. That's 100 miles. That's we decided to shorten it up. I was going to make it a little bit longer, but I think that after 45 laps, everybody's going to be tense enough the way it is. Let's hit our FSL radio network out there, Hey Signature Esports. I appreciate you guys out there. Thank you very much for listening and being a part of that. There's Midwest Maniac, love you, bro. That's on everybody. Drinking Bros out there on Tony Kivett. Thank you so much for this great guys from the 96 car. Thanks. Hope to race tomorrow. We're going to try to make sure that we get that list updated. It'll be on Facebook here very, very shortly. We had 21 cars hit the 22, 23 cars hit the track, and a couple of them had some incidents and didn't count. So we're gonna get that all updated. 20 of them at least, or 19 of them at least, hit the right time. Matthew Jorgensen got the 1:45.876, so that's going to be your number 20 position right there. We'll get it all updated, and I'll have it up there very shortly. Thank you very much, Mr. Josh Klinger, for joining me in the broadcast booth to talk me through some road course terminology and getting me used to what's going on here. We will have everything going very shortly.
Yeah, I appreciate everybody out there on all the platforms, Facebook, Twitch, YouTube, wherever you may be watching. I appreciate you, Jason, for letting me kind of be your co-host this evening for road course qualifying. And as was mentioned by a very attentive listener earlier, I do have some homework to go do, so I will be off doing that now.
Absolutely. We're going to run through Grantley Williams' lap real quick. He had I had the screen up there. You guys, so we were talking about Blackhorse Auto Transport. We were talking about interviewing things, and appreciate everybody sticking through. I'm going to run his lap through for you guys one more time. So that way you guys can see what he put up, and it'll be good. All good things. So we're going to get him around, and that's how I'm going to leave you. Thank you very much, everybody. I will see you guys tomorrow, 8 Eastern, for the Signature eNASCAR Cup Series at Charlotte Roval for the Blackhorse Auto Transport 100. Peace, love, and hippie grease. We will see you tomorrow.
Jason, are you live, buddy?